Hey yo, I'm Rico. This is MMA Prophecy. This one we've got UFC Fight Night, Dos Anjos Vs Fiziev. Gonna give our tips, analyze the fights, give my final predictions. Let's get into it. Our first fight of the night, kicking off the prelims, and it's in the bantamweight division. It's a good one. We've got Ronnie Lawrence versus Nzechukwu Kakhramonov. Pretty equal stats wise. Same height, obviously same weight. Reach is literally half an inch difference. Yeah, man. Pretty impressed with both guys. Really good fight to kick off the night. It's a bit of a pick-em in my eyes, I'll be real. It's a bit hard. Kakhramonov, he's lost 5 fights, have not gone the distance. So yeah, that's a little shout if you're going to look at any props on that bet. He's a strong grappler. He's got some submissions and he's got good kickboxing, man. Now with Lawrence on the other side, he come off Dana White's Contender Series. Undefeated in UFC so far with 2 fights, 2 wins. He's a cardio machine, man. Dude don't really get tired. He's got a nice snappy power. Bit of an outside striker. Dangerous on top, but grappling's not his forte. Yeah, man, like I said, really close to records. 8-1, 9-2. Bit of a pick'em. I'm gonna go with Lawrence. I just think he's got a bit more output. And he's willing to put himself out there more to take risks. Really, really risky though to kick off the card, but that's going to be the pick. Ronnie Lawrence to get a win. Second fight of the night is in the men's light heavyweight division. We've got Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Roberson. Excuse me. Man, this is crazy. Kennedy has got a 4-inch height advantage. And are you ready for this? A 9-inch reach advantage. Crazy. Like, what the hell? Nzechukwu is, he lacks a bit of grappling, I'm going to be real. And when he's standing up, he's a bit too patient sometimes. I feel like he needs to let go with his hands and kicks a little bit more. But dude's really dangerous, man. Powerful, like the size he is. And like I said, he's got a crazy height and reach advantage in this one. Roberson does mix up his striking well, though. He throws quite heavy and he's fast. Probably got the better technique over Kennedy, but I just feel like it's round 1-0 for Roberson. So that's going to be my prediction on this one. Another good fight, man. This is a really good card. I'm going to take Kennedy Nzechukwu to get the win, but I'm not really confident because I do like Roberson in this one as well. So be careful with that. Next up, we're in the men's middleweight division. We've got Cody Brundage versus Trayshawn Gore. I'm a big fan of Trayshawn. For those of you that have seen the Ultimate Fighter a couple of seasons ago, now with COVID and whatnot, I can't remember which one it was, but Trayshawn Gore came from the Ultimate Fighter. He was really impressive on it. Great personality, man. Great fighter, just mentally driven to be the best and become the champ. He believes it, so got me convinced. I'm impressed with him. I like him in this one. I think he's just going to have a bit more than Cody. More output, more power, faster. Yeah, not going to be as straightforward as what I've just made it sound, obviously, but I'm pretty confident with this one. I like this fight. We're going with Trayshawn Gore to get the win. Next up is our first women's fight of the night. In the women's flyweight division, we've got Antonina Shevchenko versus Courtney Casey. Man, really not the best matchup, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not really looking forward to this. But saying that, I don't see this having any grappling. And if that's the case, Antonina Shevchenko shines on the feet. Multiple Muay Thai champion, absolute savage on the feet. But she really, really lacks on the ground. And Courtney Casey, I don't see her throwing that threat on the ground. I think she'll strike with her. She might get in a couple clinches and stuff, but Antonina's dangerous in the clinch from the Muay Thai. It's just on her back is where she struggles. Both of them really need a win, let's be real, but I'm going to go with Antonina Shevchenko to get the win because I do believe this will be a stand-up fight. Yeah, going to roll with that. Not the most confident, though. Now for the feature prelim bout in the men's bantamweight division. We've got Zahabi versus Ricky Turcios. Ricky Turcios is another fighter that come off the same season of the Ultimate Fighter as Trayshawn Gore. For those of you that didn't know, and if those of you that watched it, you already know. And they've got to be like two of the favourites from the season, man, honestly. Great fighters, great guys. Ricky's got a really good output. When he tires, like, he just fights for it. Dude's a beast. He's a machine. He's got heart. I believe he's got a bit more output in this fight. You know, throws a bit more with volume. Zahabi's good, but yeah, man. Just Ricky's a dog. He's just a bit like Trey Sean. I just see it as he wants it more. And that's going to be the difference in this fight. I'm going to go Ricky Turcios to get the win. Most likely by decision in this one. Before we get into the main card, just quickly, if y'all could, please like the video. Helps out loads. Lets me know that you guys enjoy this and want to see more. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell if you want to see the picks as soon as they drop. And drop your comments below, man. YouTube's got some new weird algorithm stuff, and dropping your comments below really helps out the channel. And I love interacting with you guys, so it's all love. Let's get back into the fight card. Kicking off the main card in the men's lightweight division, we've got Michael Johnson versus Jamie Mullarkey. Really good matchup. Michael Johnson, veteran of the UFC, absolute dog. Know what he brings to the fight. Ain't gonna back down. He'll meet you in the center and throw hands. But yo, Michael Johnson's record's really not looking good, man. 21 wins, 17 losses. I think that's like, it don't do his name honor, because he's a better fighter than what his record shows. Jamie Mullarkey, absolute savage, man. I can see him getting a win in this one. 2-inch height advantage, nothing major. Southpaw Johnson, orthodox Mullarkey, always interesting there. But I think Mullarkey's got more of an output. You know, he really puts it on guys, man. Doesn't take a back step. And yeah, really good combos, mixes it up. Dude's got some power. Great matchup. I see Jamie Mullarkey getting the win, possibly a finish. And I'm feeling confident with that pick. Next up, we're in the women's flyweight division. We've got Cynthia Calvillo versus Nina Nunes. Oh my god. This fight, like, Nina's similar to the Antonina Shevchenko in the sense where they were out on the stand-up, man, but as soon as that hits the ground and they're on their back, fight's over. Like, there's no hope for them. Nunes is married to Amanda Nunes. It's kind of obvious if you watch fighting. If you don't, now you know. So, you know, she has got good coaches and she's got good people in her corner. But I just don't think she's improved her ground game that much, like, this late in her career. Cynthia's no wrestling beast or anything. She ain't a grappling expert, but she can't wrestle. And she's alright striking. Nina Nunes is probably the better striker, but I feel like she gets too wild, man. She's a bit wayward with her hooks and just throws them really weird. So I've been back and forth on this. I was going to pick Nina, but I'm rolling with Cynthia Calvillo just because she's got that slight threat of grappling. Like, she can actually grapple a little bit if she needs to. Because of that, we're going to roll with Cynthia Calvillo to get a win, but I ain't the most confident. Stay away from this one betting wise. Next up, we got the big dogs. We're in the men's heavyweight division. We've got Jared Vanderaa versus Chase Sherman. Big dudes, man, both standing at 6'4". Similar reach advantage. Like, if anything, Vanderaa is probably a little bit heavier, but fairly even stats wise, fighting wise. Both good fighters, man. I do like them both, but I feel like Jared's just going to be a bit more aggressive in this one. Push the pace a bit more on Sherman. I do feel like Sherman will start getting tired after the halfway through round 2. Yeah, that's why I feel like Jared Vanderaa is really going to start putting it on him. And they'll get a win here. Maybe a KO finish, but I'll just roll with Vanderaa money line. But yeah, man, could see a finish here. Over to the men's bantamweight division. We've got Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Said Nurmagomedov. Another fight that's pretty even on paper, you know. Like, well, not record-wise. Andrade's had bare fights. But height-wise, similar. Reach, very similar. Both orthodox. And both roughly around the same stats-ish. Andrade's been about for a minute. But I see the new dog on the yard, Said Nurmagomedov, getting a win here. He's just a bit more... We've got a bit more to offer on the feet, man. Throws spinning heel kicks to the body. They look nasty. Spinning elbows, but just your standard like strikes, 1-2s. Yeah, man, mixes it up well. And he's solid on the ground if it goes to the ground. Andrade's no slouch. Dude's got some power. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a fairly easy day at the office for Said Nurmagomedov. And that's going to be the pick. Next, we're on to the co-main event in the men's middleweight division. Or Borralho even, against Armen Petrosyan. Ooh, yeah, this is another fight I was a bit back and forth on at first. Armen's got a 4-inch height advantage, but Borralho's got a 4-inch reach advantage. So that's interesting. Borralho's southpaw, Petrosyan's an orthodox fighter. This is going to be a standing war, I reckon. I reckon Petrosyan might shoot for the first takedown if he starts getting hurt, but I can see Borralho piecing him up on the outside, working the outside striking, and if they get in the clinch, he's got nasty elbows, knees. Dude's a beast, man. I'm really impressed with him since he's come off the Dana White Contender Series. It's going to be a tough fight for him though, man. It ain't going to be easy. Armen's a beast, but I'm going to pick Borralho to get the win. Next up, the fight this card was built around. In the main event, in the men's lightweight division, we got Rafael dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev. Battle with the Rafaels. This, again, man, on paper, like, they're really flipping matched up well in this fight card. Both 5'8". Dos Anjos has got a 70-inch reach. Fiziev's got a 1.5 inch reach over him. Nothing really when you're in there. The difference in this, I think, is Fiziev's stand-up game. Dos Anjos is most likely better on the ground. You know, he's got the submission threats. He's a beast. But Fiziev is a savage on the feet. You see his war with Brad Riddell, man. Really good fight that was. I just feel like Fiziev's going to piece him up on the feet a bit. Dos Anjos is getting on now. Slightly, you know, he's 37 in the UFC. Fiziev's 29, got youth on his side. Yeah, man. Really good main event. It's going to be a great fight. But I do see Rafael Fiziev getting the win. And because it's a 5-rounder, I see him possibly getting the finish, man. I think he could piece up Dos Anjos and get the KO. That's going to be the pick. Big fight. Big card. I'm looking forward to it. Rafael Fiziev to get the win. My dudes, if you're regulars, you know what part this is. It's about thank you all for being the absolute legends that you are. And watching the channel, supporting the channel, following the channel, liking, all the good stuff. If you could though, please could you like the video if you've enjoyed this. It really does help out. Lets me know that you guys enjoy this. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell if you want to know when the picks go live, when they first drop. And jump in the comments. I know some of you are shy, man, but I like hearing your picks. Call me out if you think one of my picks are off. Yeah, man. Let's talk about the fight card. I enjoyed it. Peace and love, man. Let's enjoy the fights. Let's make some money. Rico out.